We are going to learn how to run Llama 3 locally on CPU. Unlike most other tutorials, this application GPT4ALl is going to let you do RAG, Ritual Augmented Generation, which means if you have got a folder full of files, you would be able to chat with that folder locally without having to use any internet or OpenAI. How to do it? First of all, you go click download the software. Yeah, they've got Windows installer, Mac installer, Ubuntu installer. So based on your operating system, do it. I am doing it for Mac. So after you successfully download the application or the software which is called GPT4ALl, then you have to go through the installation process, which is pretty simple. It would take a few minutes for you to install the software in itself, but that is not everything. So once you install the software, you can read the latest release notes and you can decide whether you want to share the data with them. But the next most important thing is to download the model. This is a pop-up that you would get, and here you can select the model that you want. In this case, we want the Llama 3 Instruct model. Instruct model is what will let you chat with the LLM rather than the base model. So after you pick Llama 3 Instruct model, it is going to take a bit of time to download these models, probably either from Nomic AI server or from Hugging Face Model Hub. So this is the only time you would need internet to download the large language model. And also for us to do RAG, Ritual Augmented Generation, later on we will download a separate embedding models. So after we have successfully downloaded this, also download a PDF, in this case for me to demo. So I'm downloading the 5.3 technical report, so we can chat with this document and understand how this model performs with this document. After the download is successfully finished, here it is almost done. Now is the time for us to start using the model. So the model has been downloaded, the model has been loaded. After the model has been loaded, all you have to do is close this window, go click new chat. But before you click new chat, first thing is you need to load the model. After you load the model, you can start chatting with that, like very simple things you can start asking it. The good thing with GPT4ALl is that the Llama 3 prompt template is already set in the right way. So I've tested it, it doesn't show you any error, it doesn't throw you crap. So if you download a different model, in case if it doesn't work properly, then you can probably change the prompt template. But with Llama 3, it works completely fine and perfect, and you can start asking questions to just make sure how good the model is. I'm not exactly exploring or model testing in this particular video. I might put a separate video for that, but here the primary agenda is to show you how simple and easy it is to load a large language model in your local computer and then right away chat with that. So at this point, you would know that it is pretty simple for you to chat with that. Let's kindly thank the AI and then move on to the next section. So the next section is, if you want to close this chat, if you want to, like, let's say don't use this chat, you want to create a new chat, all you have to do is go click the hamburger menu. Either you can delete this or you can click new chat and then start creating the new chat in itself. If you have got more models, every time you have to pick one of the models that you want. So that is something that you can pick. But if you have got only one model, I think that is pretty easy. You can also eject the model, you can also copy the conversation. But now we are entering into the last part of the video where we want to do RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. So when you want to do RAG, the first thing that you need to do is you need to download an embedding model. So the embedding model is what is going to help you ingest the document. So download an embedding model. In this case, I'm going to select an easy model, a smaller model, SBERT. Sentence Transformers SBERT is really a good model, even though it's smaller in size, like I've used it extensively. But if you want more accurate model, you can select always different models, if whatever based on your requirement. But for this video, at least I'm going to go ahead with only Sentence Transformer. After the model is downloaded, then you have to select the folder which has to be ingested for RAG. So select the folder from your local computer, give a document collection name. Once you do that, at this point, the ingestion is going to take place, and all you have to do is add it and then go select load document. That's at this particular point, it is going to load the embeddings from your local computer and then load it into your current session. So you can start chatting with that. Like, as you can see, I asked what is phi, and it didn't respond because I made a mistake, pi. And then I said, okay, sorry, phi. And once again, like, it did not understand because it could be general. Let's create a new conversation and ask the same question, exact text from the paper. So do you know what this particular thing is? And then it is exact same text. So ideally, this should tell us whether the model understands this paper or not, or whether the RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation ingestion, has successfully happened or not. So as we can see that it has given us the right response. Not just it has given us the response, but it has also given us the reference pages and the reference documents from where it has collected the information. Now we can start asking more questions about the benchmark scores that are from this particular paper, you would notice that it slightly messes up with the benchmark score, primarily because there are certain nuances to the benchmark score in the abstract. So it is not entirely very stupid response. I would say that it is just that it is confused within the given context between two numbers. It might get better with a better embedding model. That might be a different case, but this is typically an issue that you would typically face whenever you do RAG within a PDF document. But despite that, I think this is a pretty good model, and you can use Llama 3 to chat with PDF completely locally without using any internet connection at all, which is quite mind blowing, to be honest, because it's not an easy thing for you to do with like single click setup like this. Now that we have learned how to download Llama 3, do basic chat, and also do RAG, let's go one step ahead and then learn some advanced settings. This is the model settings page, which you can access from the gear icon from the home page. And here you can see what models you have got and what kind of name is the model name and what is the exact GGUF, the quantized model file. And if you were to give model a characteristic, a system prompt, what could be that and whether it has been given, or if you want to give, this is the place where you can give a system prompt. And a most important thing is the prompt template. Like I said at the start of the video, for Llama 3 the prompt template is very well set. The other parameters are general LLM hyperparameters. One of the thing is, okay, what is the context length that you want this model to have? The longer the context window, the more time it will take, like more compute it will take. So that is something that you should keep in mind ideally. But you can optimize the context length, the maximum length, and what is the top k value, what is the temperature. Like temperature helps you control the creativity of the model. So these are general parameters that you would have seen on multiple videos of mine. We have discussed these parameters a lot of time. So you can change these advanced model parameters here. And if you got GPU, like Mac has got Metal GPU, some Windows gaming computers have got NVIDIA GPU. So if you have got GPUs, then you can also increase the GPU layers and then see if it improves the model performance. So even though I said that you can run this on your CPU without any GPU, having GPU enables GPU acceleration, and that can help you accelerate in which the inference or the prediction, the chat responses are happening. So you can play around these with this parameter, but the most important thing that you need to focus on this is system prompt, and also prompt template, and also the context length. If you think that the responses that you are getting is very short, if you have got less RAM, just give a very small context length. Instead of 2048, start with something like 512 and then go to 1024, and this way you can play with the context window and then still have a decent performance on your local computer. So this is the advanced setting. So overall in this video we learned how to run Llama 3 models locally. We downloaded the model first, then we chatted with the model, and then we did document chatting, with chat with a document, chat with a folder in itself along with the reference, and finally we learned some advanced settings. I hope this was helpful to you in learning. All the required links will be in the YouTube description. If you have any difficulty in running or installing Llama 3 locally on your computer, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to help you out. See you in another video. Happy prompting.